Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Adrian, and today we are hiking Lower Muley Twist in Capitol Reef National Park. I'm pretty excited because today I'm trying a new camera. I've shot every video that I've made thus far on my GoPro, the Hero 9 Black, and now I have the DJI Action 4. I bought this quite a while ago, I think it was earlier this year, and haven't used it yet because I've been hiking once this year. That was the last video I made. So now we are down here and it's gonna be great. Long hike. So I got this new camera, the DJI Action 4, and I really like it, except it has a front screen on it, and that screen, when you're shooting 4K 60, I think 4K 60, might be 4K 30. It doesn't let you see what you're filming. So I can't see myself right now. So I don't know if I look cool, and that's a problem because you gotta look cool when you're hiking. Anyway, this also came with a really long selfie stick. So check this out. This is, again, I can't see what I'm filming, but hopefully that's in view. Look at that. So I should be able to get some cool perspectives and cool shots with that as we're going through the canyon. It's not super heavy, definitely has some weight to it, but I figured it was worth bringing. Okay, so we are about 10 minutes in, and it hits steep in the beginning. So here is, I don't know, you probably won't be able to see this on camera, but we came down, we've just come up this area, and we came through that section, and the cars, there's multiple people here, like right behind that bush. So it definitely starts steep, and then I believe once we get over that up there, I think it drops down into the canyon, but I don't know, so we will find out. Okay, here is where we've come from. I can't really see the screen, but the cars are right out there. I think I can't tell because the screen's so small. You might be able to see a path coming around this way. And then we came up this, and now we're headed up there. Okay, so we've been going for 28 minutes, and we just made it over that. In the last clip, you saw that we were hiking up that. We were about halfway, and we made it the rest of the way. Now we've dropped over into this. So here's how this looks. And this leads us, I think, into the canyon. I'm not entirely sure. We will keep going to find out. Never mind. It just goes up this now for some distance. And hopefully that is the last summit before we get to the canyon. Okay, we're 42 minutes in, and there just kept being ascent after ascent here. But we finally have made it to a nice breezy part on the top. At least I hope it's the top. I'm tired of going up. You can see that mountain hill looking thing. We came up over around that, and then we came back up around this way. I can't even see where I'm tracing, so take that with a grain of salt. And you can probably see way out there. I can't even see where it is. I think it's like right there. Yeah, that's probably it. That's where we parked. And it's been about 43 minutes now to where we are. There's the arch. I don't know what it's called, but there it is. Well, at some point, there used to be a sign here, I'm assuming, right there. And my guess is that sign said something to the effect of, this trail goes to the parking area, And this one goes to the arch because that's where it is. I know it doesn't look like it from here, but it's like in from that way. And then there's this side, which is where we're gonna go, because I believe this is how we get to the canyon. And we're here for the canyon, not the arch. Okay, so pretty sure this is where the trail drops down into the canyon area, and here's how that looks. So snake down around this, and then from what I can tell it goes down into there. Again, I probably didn't trace that accurately because I can't really see this little LCD, but you get the idea. It's about the only place it could be. We just saw a few people down there. I think somebody was wearing a red shirt, so that's the right direction. Okay, I have some signs here. Trailhead this way, Fur Trail that way, Halls Creek this way, and the post that way. Okay, we are an hour and 17 minutes in, 2.1 miles. We basically just dropped down into the canyon, which I filmed that last part where the signs were, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes ago. And here we are. Here's how it looks. It is beautiful down here. It's not very tight yet. I don't know if the canyon's going to tighten or if it's going to be fairly open like this for most of it. We will, of course, find out in the time ahead. But here's how it is thus far. There's another little arch way up there. You can probably barely see it. I have seen a lot of canyon walls, and I've seen some big ones too. And this one is right up there with some of the biggest. I know it probably doesn't look like it on camera, but that thing is fucking huge. I would estimate just from this part to the top, it's always hard to guess, but I want to say like 500 or 600 feet. Again, that's a wild guess, but that is a huge mountain. And we are far away from it, and it still looks huge. This part's pretty cool. It comes up and over. It's like it's undercut. Take a look at that. It's kind of hard to tell on camera, but it reminds me of Jacob Hamlin Arch. It's the last place we went, and it had to feel similar to this little section. So we are 4.6 miles in 2 hours, 18 minutes, and 50 seconds. And let's see. Here is this awesome area. Can I adjust the exposure? Oh, cool, I can. That's nice. So I am shooting on a wide angle, but it definitely is like a cave in here. This is very undercut. And so this is pretty representative of how it actually looks. Even though this is a wider angle, it definitely goes way out and over. Let's see how good this camera can film my phone. So that's probably not in focus. I don't think it can focus that close. Let's see if I can tap the screen. Nope. So it's kind of hard to see. Maybe that's easier to see out there. Maybe I'll hold it there and zoom in the post-production. Anyway, that's how far in we are. You can see the route. There's us, and there's where we've come. So we have a ways to go. We'll be hiking for a long time today. But that is this section. It is really pretty in here. Okay, there's some artifact potential here. Old piece of metal. That's about all I can tell you, since I don't know anything else about it. But here it is in the wash. Looks like some rivets in there. And there you go. Okay, we are 5.8 miles in, 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 41 seconds. And the terrain is pretty exposed. You occasionally will get some shade like I'm in now, but for the most part, it's sunny and open. The terrain is pretty cruisy. It's not bad. Most of it, or all of it through this canyon, is in the wash, but the wash is pretty compacted. Some areas are kind of rocky, like this. This is what I'm walking over now. And that's fairly rocky, but then a lot of it is like this too, where it's compacted and nice and easy walking. So not too bad. We're making pretty good time. Like I said earlier in the video, the way in that first ascent was steep and long. At least it felt long to me. But not too bad overall. And then you drop down into the canyon and it's nice. It's not bad terrain. Sometimes when you're going through washes, the wash will be really sandy and it just kicks out from under your feet and steals your energy. So every step is like a half a step, but this isn't like that. This is cool. We have another bowl section here and you can see where this pile is all from this falling down over time. At least I presume that's what it is from. Maybe it's from something else. I'm not a geologist, so I don't know. But we're about to go in it. Has a cool feel to it.
Yeah. Like the sun's
Yeah, the sun looks really cool. Selfie stick mode. It's be interesting to see how this footage looks. I wasn't going to take a video of this, and now I am, because it's kind of cool. Look at this. It looks like people have been putting rocks in here, which is kind of fun. It's always cool to see the fun little things out in the nature. You never know. You're gonna walk around a corner and see something cool, something unique, something that isn't anywhere else, except right there. Like that. That's pretty cool. Well, as the desert will deliver, round a corner and then boom, epic. So here we are. And I know it doesn't look like it on camera, especially on this tiny little LCD I'm looking at, but wow, that is a big flat wall and it is beautiful. This area really is pretty. I wouldn't describe the hike in general really as epic. Like Buckskin Gulch, I've talked about that before. That was an epic hike. The last one we did, Jacob Hamlin Arch, and that area was pretty epic. This one's not really epic, but there's a lot of beauty down here. And the canyon is pretty wide. It's pretty wide from wall to wall, so you don't get that sense of scale being down in the canyon, where if the walls are tighter, you certainly can feel the scale of everything. But that's one of the things that makes it so pretty, is when you stop and turn and there's this looking at you, boom. Being open like this definitely gives it a good, unique feel. Beautiful area. Okay, break time. So 3 hours, 35 minutes, 7.4 miles, and there it is. There we are. So we're making progress, but it's definitely time to take a break and eat. Got a raven up there having a good old time. Right there. I don't know what sound that is, but he wasn't making that sound before. Well, once again, the camera won't be doing this justice, but this, I think, is probably one of the biggest walls we've ever seen. This is massive. Never seen anything like this before. You can see where it looks like a bunch of little raindrops have hit on the cracked soil. That's super neat. It must have rained at some point when this water level in this little puddle here, well, what used to be a puddle, was up to about there, because I don't see any drops in this, but there are drops right here. This is what I assume it to be. Pretty neat. All right, we've been going for 4 hours and 47 minutes, and we are at 9.5 miles. And we did have a nice little area to take a break back there, but we decided not to because we're probably, it looks like about 2 more miles before we get to the X of the canyon, about 2.5. But there'll be some good shade there. And it was tempting to stop, but once you stop, it's hard to get going again. So I figured let's make some good progress, get out of the canyon, and get to the fork where we can cut down and get some water. I am almost out. Well, I've gone through almost 3 liters, and I've been rationing very cautiously. I could have had 5 liters by now because I am that thirsty. But I have a backup liter in a bottle, and I'm not going to touch that because I don't ever want to be completely out of water. So I'm not going to get that, and I'll let myself dehydrate a little bit and just get thirsty. My mouth is like super dry, but I've got, I'd say probably 0.25 liters left in my bladder, and last time I checked it was 0.5, but we've been hiking for a minute since then. So I'll just keep sipping on that every couple of minutes, just take one sip, and then we'll get out of this canyon. And then we've got the option to go down to the water tanks, so they say. I don't know what those water tanks are like. I think they're just potholes where water is collected, so we do have a filter with us. Although I never trust the stagnant water. I don't know, we might not go down that way. We'll reassess when we get out of here. Okay, on the good old YouTube, this guy said there's a campfire area around here that had a bunch of old artifacts in it. And I think I just found it. Maybe. This looks like it. We almost walked right past it. We just came from up there. Old random stuff. Glass shards, nails. What is this? MJB vacuum packed coffee. Well, I could go for some coffee right now. Old parts. Sounds kind of cool. Bunch of writing on the wall. Who knows how new or old a lot of this is. I'm sure some of it is fairly new. Look at this. C.A. Harp, February 22nd, 1920.
Wow. It's crazy.
A.E. Goodman, April 12th, 1921. C.A. Harp, May 1st, 2021. I guess he came back. Or was another person. That's kind of cool. New graffiti is not cool, but old graffiti is cool. Andrew Hunt, August 12th, 1921. Oh, look, here's a 9/10/24. Thanks for fucking up the wall in modernity. It's only cool when it's old. Looks to be another modern one. Oh, this is a cool little area. Okay, well, we were gonna go down to the muley tanks and get water, and literally at the last second decided not to and head back to the car. I have 1 liter left, and Amanda has a liter, a little bit more than that. She's got some in her bladder as well. And decided to do that because, well, for a couple reasons. One, our filter doesn't filter viruses, so that's always concerning. It does filter bacteria though. 2, We didn't actually know if there'd be water there, and it's about 0.7 miles each way, so it's 1.4 miles. So we thought, well, if we just put that into getting back to the car, should be good. You got plenty of water in the car, and it's like what time is it? It's 5:15 right now, so the hottest part of the day is over. So we think we can make it. Famous last words right there. I think we can make it. All right, we just hit the 2 miles left to go mark, and I'm feeling it. Definitely feeling it. I did pretty good on my water though. I only drank that much, although that was like 4 swallows. So 2 miles to go. Probably won't do a lot of recording, but I'll do a final thoughts video once we get back to the car. About 40 minutes of hiking left. It's really pretty out here though. Beautiful time of day. The camera's not doing it a whole lot of justice, but these mountains are beautiful over there. The way the sun hits just before it sets is pretty awesome. Although I'm quite sure this camera is not capturing it. This is cool. We're like almost to the cars. They're way over there, probably like 1/8 of a mile. But this is one of those US Geo survey things. It says Geodetic survey, benchmark, US Coast and Geodetic survey. The number is, looks like R121921. Can't really see. Yeah, it looks like 1921. That's super cool. I've never seen one of those. Okay, we made it back. GPS is saying 7 hours, 43 minutes, 57 seconds right now. And it is 6:59 p.m., 17.4 miles. But I don't think that's an accurate distance because I measured this on Guide GPS, this route at 15.4. So something's off. I'm using Guide to record this. I think that what might have happened is on a couple of our breaks, which we took 2 or 3 for like 10 minutes, I think the signal might have kept bouncing, so it didn't recognize that we'd stopped moving, and that might have added some distance, although it seems strange that it would have added a couple of miles. So either way, it was a long hike, and I'm definitely sore. So that is it for today.